Today on Primetime Local News, I'm joined by Paige Yaremko. She is the owner of Underground Local Treasures, a new store that opened up a few months ago in Vermilion. Now, it has a unique concept. So, Paige, first of all, just tell me a little bit about your store.
Underground Local Treasures is it's been something that's been on my mind for like the last 3 years. I used to be an avid farmers market lady that I'd set up my table and everything all the time and try to sell some goods that I made. And yeah, the opportunity came up in the Craig's building here. They had an extra spot. So I just thought it'd be the perfect place for this little area. So basically what it is right now I have about 45 vendors downstairs. They all pay for their little spot for the month and they bring in whatever they want to sell. And honestly, it's like probably the most rewarding business you can have because just every time somebody sells something, you're excited for that person. And yeah, it's just neat because there's so many different items. So it's really a gift shop with all locally made items.
You mentioned that you guys have 40 vendors there. Can you just kind of give some examples of the different types of products that you have at the store?
So I have one lady who's a baker. So she often brings in cakes and cupcakes, and she just started doing her specialty icing that you can pour over ice cream. So it's really good. We have crocheters, sewers, knitters. I have metalwork. So there's lots of signs down there. There's wooden signs that a lady makes for your home decor. There's pillows and blankets. And like, it's really a one-stop shop, whether you're doing like a home decor, reno type thing. We have entryway benches that are made with rustic wood, very pretty stuff. And then it's also lots of smaller items for gift shop, kind of birthday presents for kids and stuff. So you can get like, I don't know, crayons. There's a lady who makes really neat crown stuff for kids, and there's baby onesies and yeah, all those kind of things.
Can you just talk a little bit more about what inspired you to create this store?
So a big part of it was I have a sister in BC, and they're huge on these things. These stores are everywhere in BC, and so that kind of inspired me a bit. And like I said, going to the farmers market myself as a young mom, I would have to go and get a babysitter to watch my kids. I'd have to pack up the car, go to the farmers market, set up my table, unload the car. And then you sit there for 4 hours and then you have to do it all in reverse. And I was paying for a babysitter. I was paying for my table. It was a lot of work. And so in the end, I just figured this is like the cat's meow for anybody who kind of struggles with that, because we do all the work here. You drop your stuff off, you make your product that you love making, and everything else is on me. I have to do the sales and I have to do the staffing and paying. So yeah, really behind it all was kind of that I had been there, done that, and it's a lot of work.
And if there's people out there that are interested in maybe getting their product into your store, are you still accepting new vendors, and how would they go about that process?
For sure. Like I always am accepting new vendors. I just had 2 more come in today, and I have like 2 more, I think, coming in next week. So there's always new items on. I'll always make room for people somehow. And for sure. So you just go to either my Facebook page, Underground Local Treasures, or you can email me at undergroundlocaltreasures@gmail.com, and I'll get you set up with all the information you need.
And you started a few months ago. You opened for the first time. Can you just talk about what the reaction from the Vermilion community has been?
It's been so good. So I pushed to open December 1st because I thought the big time to get gifts is in before Christmas, and this would get people out there and give them a reason to come and check it out. And it was overwhelming. Like it was so neat to see how many people heard of me so fast. And we had a great support. And so people are just right now, what I have is like a little bio of each vendor downstairs. So people love to come in and read the bios and see who they're supporting. And the way that I always explain it to people is, when you're coming to a gift shop like this, you're actually supporting 40 people by making one purchase. You're not just supporting one store. You're supporting my staff. You're supporting their families. You're supporting the crafters. Like, it's just so neat how just a $10 purchase makes waves. And the Vermilion community has really caught on to that, and they love it. So it's been good.
Just before we go, can you tell people where you're located and maybe your hours and how people can find you?
So Craig's Cornerstone here in Vermilion is on Main Street. If you haven't been yet, you definitely need to come because there's 7 businesses all owned by female entrepreneurs here, which is kind of cool. So we're 5003 50th Ave, Vermilion, Main Street. We're open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 6 every single day. So yeah, minus Sundays. I like my Sundays off.
Thank you so much for taking some time to talk with me today. And it was great to find out more information about an interesting new local business.
Yes, you betcha. Thank you so much for having me.